His teammates call him Sticks, and joining us today on MSUEagles.com is freshman guard Jourdan Stickler from the Morehead State men's basketball program. And Jourdan, I know that the team result was not what you guys wanted at Jacksonville State last Saturday, but your best effort in an Eagle uniform. 12 points in 16 minutes off the bench. Coach Woods was kind of searching for answers, trying different combinations, and he was very complimentary about the way that you played during his post-game interview. Just talk about that performance and how you contributed to the team, off the bench with those 12 points.
Well, yeah, just coming off the bench, I know I had to be ready. Seeing how the game had been going, I thought I had to be aggressive immediately and hopefully try to get to the rim, which I was able to do at first. And that opened up a little bit everything else for everyone else, I think. My teammates found me the ball in the wing a couple of times to even open it up more with the jump shot. I just try to come in and bring energy to the team where it's needed. We definitely needed it. I was hoping we could bring it all the way back, but it was a long stretch.
Talk a little bit about, Coach Woods said, hey, Jourdan didn't do anything spectacular, but he followed what the coaches were asking him to do. I know with the new coaching staff, we've got a lot of new players in the program this year. I think there were just 6 returnees at the beginning of the season. And I know that you guys have been kind of up and down in terms of team success this year, but talk about following the coach's plan and being rewarded with some good minutes, and you made the most of it off the bench.
Right. Well, Coach talks about playing hard for every second that you're out there. And, with all the work that we do, the confidence that, we have or should have, it carries over because when you go as hard as you can, good things will come of it. You can make plays for yourself, for others. So, by doing all the things that we're taught, it's good basketball. And, we got to continue to strive to be the best we can at every play, go as hard as we can. And, we're really trying to turn it around.
Talk a little bit about staying mentally sharp coming off the bench. I know when you get 2 or 3 consecutive games where you don't get in at all, that's probably frustrating. You are a true freshman this year, and I'm sure you'll move into more of a starting role down the road. But I've got to commend you because I don't think you had scored since before the first of the year and hadn't scored in OVC play in limited minutes. But just tell the viewers out there a little more about that mindset and kind of tricking yourself to like you're expecting to get in every game.
Mm-hmm. Well, it comes down to just being ready. I talk a lot with my teammate Cordell. He's also a freshman, and we really just bounce ideas off of each other, keep each other mentally sharp because you never know when your number's going to get called. So the trick is just to be ready, I guess. We're always physically ready with all the practice, how we're in shape. But I think at this level, at D1, I noticed everyone's physically, tip-top, and you got to be mentally ready, and that's where it really comes in. It definitely is a hard transition, always to stay on point in practice. I struggle sometimes to keep it all together, but, me striving to be better, I hope that it's showing in the games that, I'm mentally there. You just really got to stay sharp at all times.
I think the Eagles have had 13 different players in a starting role this year, and I think the season totals in terms of bench points are about a 2-to-1 ratio. You guys have done a really good job in that area. Is that kind of a staple for this program, maybe, to play a lot of guys and wear other teams down? Is that kind of how you guys look at it?
Oh, definitely. Like you said, you go as hard as you can you can only go but so hard. So when you do that, you always have a sub coming in. If guys are coming in and out, we're wearing down on the team, going up and down. Just getting steals, getting out, being a very fast team, just wearing teams down altogether, from the big men to the guards. And coach says it starts with the guards, and you got to just try to give it your all, especially out in the full court, pressuring the ball, getting deflections, just really being a nuisance to whoever's on the ball.
Jourdan Stickler is with us today on MSUEagles.com, a freshman guard from the Morehead State men's basketball program. And Jourdan, you were a pretty accomplished high school player, a big-time scorer, but the Division I game is very challenging, as a lot of guys have found out. What have been the biggest adjustments for you, whether it's offensively, defensively, or maybe something just off the court in terms of daily work ethic and that kind of thing?
Well, defensively, first I can say you got to be in the spot where you're supposed to be at all times. And if you don't, you're going to get caught. There's going to be another team or is going to take advantage of you being out of place. So always be in the right place, or at least try to be. Offensively, coming into Division I really had to handle the ball a lot better, a lot more smooth. Always having my head up, things like that. That in high school I could get by because I might not have been the biggest, but I could pretty much get over on people physically. So now that people are my size, I really got to start thinking the game. And working with Coach Williamson all over the summer, we got real strong. We were working at it every day, early in the morning, even up to season. So that definitely played a big part in adjusting.
You're originally from Annapolis, Maryland, and that's where you played your high school basketball. And you've had a relationship, I guess, for 2 or 3 years with Coach B.J. Ellis, one of the assistants here at Morehead State, and have gotten to know head coach Sean Woods over the years, too. I guess they first started talking to you when those two were at Mississippi Valley State, and then the talks continued when Coach Woods took the job here at Morehead State and brought B.J. with him. But talk a little bit about your recruitment and maybe what attracted you to Morehead State and how you finally ended up here.
Okay, yeah. Well, recruitment, going into my senior year, I started talking with Coach Ellis a lot. He was calling me, seeing how things were going. I definitely felt a connection with Coach Ellis. He was real cool with me. I could talk to him, and he knew some other kids from where I'm from actually, so that helped. My brother Eric is real close with Coach Ellis. So through them working together, I was able to come on a visit here. I think it was right after Coach Woods took the job here. I came for a visit, met with everybody, met with Coach Woods, and I committed. I like Morehead State because when I was coming in, Coach Woods, he seemed like he was going to try to drive us for success. And at the end of the day, I want to get to that next level. And there's nothing wrong with a little work, so I got to know that, and I decided to come here because I felt like it's going to get me to the next level.
Okay.
And we could get some winning done while I'm here, too.
Absolutely. The Eagles will begin a 4-game home stretch this Saturday against rival Eastern Kentucky, and you guys have seen EKU once this year, and then you'll get another shot at Jacksonville State when they come in the following Thursday. But Jourdan, just kind of your overall thoughts on playing at home in front of the fans and, like you said, hopefully racking up some wins.
Right. Well, that's what everyone lives for, that home crowd. You want to play in front of that home crowd, get everybody pumped up. I feel like, if we play ball like we know we can with the confidence that we know we have, our crowd's going to get into it. It's going to be tough for EKU. We'll have it pumping in here. And, once it gets loud, the other team starts breathing hard, they start making mistakes. I feel like we really could come out with a win. We watch all the film. We go over, everything that they do. Now it's just implemented in the game. I think we're ready this time.
Jourdan, you've done some nice things on the floor in the minutes that you've been given this year, but if there were 1 or 2 areas you'd like to improve between now and the end of the season, what would those be?
It would be making moves off the dribble and scoring. I definitely need to become more fluent with my moves. And working on athleticism, really hitting the gym hard. I really feel like, it doesn't hurt to always get stronger. And at this level, the stronger you are, the easier, you can maneuver, especially going through the lanes and things like that.
And finally, just your thoughts on playing for this coaching staff. You mentioned that they push you guys to really get the best out of you and to play hard. And Coach Woods throughout the season has talked about organized chaos and really turning up the tempo. And I think in the games that you guys have won and the stretches you've played well, I think you guys have done that, forced a lot of turnovers and executed the offense. But just talk about the daily grind, so to speak, and how it is to play with Coach Woods or play for Coach Woods and the assistants on the staff.
Right. Well, like you said, it is a grind. Every day you got to come ready to work. You got to be mentally there, physically there, and know that you might mess up, but you got to keep working at it because nobody's perfect. And at the end of the day, you got to strive to be perfect. And once that happens, we can achieve great things as a team. And coach is going to get on us. We know that, and we're going to take the coaching, and just keep playing, keep getting better every day.
Well, that's Jourdan Stickler, a freshman guard on the Morehead State men's basketball team. And Jourdan, we wish you and the Eagles all the best during this 4-game home stretch, and we congratulate you on the way you played at Jacksonville State. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.